When Jacob heard Laban's son's words, saying, Jacob is taken away, all that was our father's. He has obtained all this wealth from that which was our father's. Jacob saw the expression on Laban's face, and behold, it was not toward him as before. 3 They said to Jacob, return to the land of your fathers and to your relatives, and I will be with you. 4 Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field to his flock. 5 And said to them, I see the expression on your father's face, that it is not toward me as before, but the God of my father has been with me. 6 You know that I have served your father with all of my strength. 7 Your father has deceived me and changed my wages 10 times, but God didn't allow him to hurt me. 8 If he said, the speckled will be your wages, then all the flock bore speckled. If he said, the streaked will be your wages, then all the flock bore streaked. 9 Thus God has taken away your father's livestock and given them to me. 10 During mating season I lifted up my eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the male goats which leaped on the flock were streaked, speckled, and grizzled. 11 The angel of God said to me in the dream, Jacob. And I said, here I am. 12 He said, now lift up your eyes, and behold, all the male goats which leap on the flock are streaked, speckled, and grizzled. For I have seen all that Laban does to you. 13 I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar, where you vowed a vow to me. Now arise, get out from this land, and return to the land of your birth. 14 Rachel and Leah answered him, is there yet any portion or inheritance for us in our father's house? 15 We considered as foreigners by him, for he had sold us and had also used up our money. 16 For all the riches which God has taken away from our father are ours and our children's. Now then, whatever God has said to you, do. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives and the camels. 18 And he took away all his livestock and all his possessions which he had gathered, including the livestock which he had gained in Paddan Aram, to go to Isaac his father to the land of Canaan. 19 Now Laban had gone to shear his sheep, and Rachel stole the teraphim that were her father's. 20 Jacob deceived Laban the Syrian, in that he didn't tell him that he was running away. 21 So he fled with all that he had. He rose up, passed over the river, and set his face toward the mountain of Gilead. 22 Laban is told on the 3rd day that Jacob had fled. 23 He took his relatives with him and pursued him 7 days' journey. He overtook him in the mountain of Gilead. 24 God came to Laban the Syrian in a dream of the night and said to him, be careful that you don't speak to Jacob, either good or bad. 25 Laban caught up with Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the mountain, and Laban with his relatives encamped in the mountain of Gilead. 26 Father said to Jacob, what have you done that you had deceived me, and carried away my daughters like captives of the sword? 27 Why did you flee secretly and deceive me, and didn't tell me that I might have sent you away with mirth and with songs, with tambourine and with harp? 20 Take and didn't allow me to kiss my sons and my daughters. Now you have done foolishly. 29 It is in the power of my hand to hurt you, that the God of your father spoke to me last night, saying, be careful that you don't speak to Jacob either good or bad. 30 now, you want to be gone because you greatly longed for your father's house. But why have you stolen my gods? 31 Jacob answered Laban, because I was afraid, Frank said, lest you should take your daughters from me by force. 32 Anyone you find your gods which shall not live before our relatives, discern what is yours with me and take it. For Jacob didn't know that Rachel had stolen them. 33 Laban went into Jacob's tent, into Leah's tent, and into the tent of the 2 female servants. But he didn't find them. He went out of Leah's tent and entered into Rachel's tent. 34 Now Rachel had taken the teraphim, put them in the camel's saddle, and sat on them. Laban felt around all the tent, but didn't find them. 35 She said to her father, don't let my lord be angry that I can't rise up before you, for I'm having my period. He searched, but didn't find the teraphim. 36 Jacob was angry and argued with Laban. Jacob answered Laban, what is my trespass? What is my sin? That you have hotly pursued me. 37 Now that you have felt around in all my stuff, what have you found of all your household stuff? Set it here before my relatives and your relatives, that they may judge between us two. 38 These 20 years I have been with you. Your ewes and your female goats have not cast their young, and I haven't eaten the rams of your flocks. 39 That which was torn of the animals I didn't bring to you. I bore its loss of my hand. You required it, whether stolen by day or stolen by night. 40 This was my situation. In the day the drought consumed me, and the frost by night, and my sleep fled from my eyes. 41 These 20 years I have been in your house. I served you 14 years for your 2 daughters and 6 years for your flock, and you have changed my wages 10 times. 42 You was the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had been with me. Surely now you would have sent me away. Empty God has seen my affliction and the labor of my hands, and rebuked you last night. 43 Laban answered Jacob, the daughters are my daughters, the children are my children, the flocks are my flocks, and all that you see is mine. What can I do today to these my daughters, or to their children whom they have borne? 44 Now come, let's make a covenant, you and I. Let it be for a witness between me and you. 45 Jacob took a stone and set it up for a pillar. 46 Jacob said to his relatives, gather stones. It took stones and made a heap. They ate there by the heap. 47 Laban called it Yegar Sahadutha, but Jacob called it Gilead. 40 Laban said, this heap is witness between me and you today. Therefore it was named Gilead. 49 Mistah, for he said, Yahweh, watch between me and you when we are absent one from another. 50 If you afflict my daughters, or if you take wives in addition to my daughters, no man is with us. Behold, God is witness between me and you. 51 When said to Jacob, see this heap and see the pillar which I have set between me and you. 51 May this heap be a witness, and the pillar be a witness, that I will not pass over this heap to you. Now you will not pass over this heap to you, and that you will not pass over this heap and this pillar to me. For Horn 53. Abraham and the God of Nahor, the God of their father, judge between us. And Jacob swore by the fear of his father. Isaac 54 Jacob offered a sacrifice in the mountain and called his relatives to eat bread. They ate bread and stayed all night in the mountain. 55 Early in the morning, Laban rose up and kissed his sons and his daughters and blessed them. Laban departed and returned to his place. When Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him too, when he saw them, Jacob said, "This is God's army." He called the name of that place Mahanaim. For Jacob sent messengers in front of him to Esau his brother, to the land of Seir, the field of Edom, for he commanded them, saying, "This is what you shall tell my lord Esau. This is what your servant Jacob says. I have lived as a foreigner with Laban and stayed until now. 5 I have cattle, donkeys, flocks, male servants and female servants. I have sent to tell my Lord, that I may find favor in your sight." The messengers returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to your brother Esau. He is coming to meet you, and 400 men are with him." Then Jacob was greatly afraid and was distressed. He divided the people who were with him, along with the flocks, the herds, and the camels, into 2 companies. 8 He said, "If Esau comes to the one company and strikes it, then the company which is left will escape." 9 Jacob said, "God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, Yahweh, who said to me, 'Return to your country and to your relatives, that I will do you good,' that I am not worthy of the least of all the loving kindnesses and of all the truth which you have shown to your servant. For with just my staff I crossed over this Jordan, and now I have become 2 companies. 11 Please deliver me from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he come and strike me and the mothers with the children." 12 You said, "I will surely do you good and make your offspring as the sand of the sea, which can't be counted, because there are so many." Stayed there that night, and took from that which he had with him a present for Esau, his brother, 14 female goats and 20 male goats, 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 milk camels and their colts, 40 cows, 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys, and 10 foals. 16 He delivered them into the hands of his servants, every herd by itself, and said to his servants, "Pass over before me and put a space between herd and herd." You commanded the foremost, saying, "When Esau my brother meets you and asks you, saying, 'Whose are you? Where are you going? And whose are these before you?' 18 Then you shall say, 'They are your servant Jacob's. It is a present sent to my lord Esau. Behold, he also is behind us.' He commanded also the 2nd and the 3rd and all that followed the herd, saying, 'This is how you shall speak to Esau when you find him.' 20 You shall say, 'Not only that, but behold, your servant Jacob is behind us.' For he said, 'I will appease him with the present that goes before me, and afterward I will see his face. Perhaps he will accept me.' 21 So the present passed over before him, and he himself stayed that night in the camp. 20 So he rose at that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 servants and his 11 sons, and crossed over the ford of the Jabbok. 23 He took them and sent them over the stream. and sent over that which he had 24. Jacob was left alone and wrestled with a man there until the breaking of the day. 25, when he saw that he didn't prevail against him, the man touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was strained as he wrestled. 26, the man said, "Let me go, for the day breaks." Jacob said, "I won't let you go." Jacob said, "Unless you bless me." 20 said to him, "What is your name?" He said, "Jacob." 28, he said, "Your name will no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, for you have fought with God and with man and have prevailed." 29, Jacob asked him, "Please tell me your name." He said, "Why is it that you ask what my name is?" So he blessed him there. 30, Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for he said, "I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved." The sun rose on him as he passed over Peniel, and he limped because of his thigh. 32, therefore the children of Israel don't eat the sinew of the hip, which is on the hollow of the thigh, to this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew of the hip. When Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau was coming, and with him 400 men. He divided the children between Leah, Rachel, and the 2 servants, to put the servants and their children in front, Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph at the rear. 3, himself passed over in front of them, and bowed himself to the ground 7 times, until he came near to his brother. 4, Esau ran to meet him, embraced him, fell on his neck, kissed him, and they let 5. He lifted up his eyes and saw the women and the children, and said, "Who are these with you?" He said, "The children whom God has graciously given your servant." 6, then the servants came near with their children, and they bowed themselves. 7, I also and her children came near, and bowed themselves after them. Joseph came near with Rachel, and they bowed themselves. 8, Esau said, "What do you mean by all this company which I met?" Jacob said, "To find favor in the sight of my Lord." 9, Esau said, "I have enough, my brother, let that which you have be yours." 10, Jacob said, "Please know, if I have now found favor in your sight, then receive my present at my hand, because I have seen your face as one sees the face of God, and you were pleased with me." 11, please take the gift that I brought to you, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. He urged him, and he took it. 12, Esau said, "Let's take our journey, and let's go, and I will go before you." Jacob said to him, "My Lord knows that the children are tender, and that the flocks and herds with me have their young. And if they overdrive them one day, all the flocks will die. 14, please let my Lord pass over before his servant, and I will lead on gently according to the pace of the livestock that are before me, and according to the pace of the children, until I come to my Lord to Seir." 15, Esau said, "Let me now leave with you some of the people who are with me." He said, "Why? Let me find favor in the sight of my Lord." 16, so Esau returned that day on his way to Seir. 17, Jacob traveled to Succoth, built himself a house and made shelters for his livestock. Therefore the name of the place is called Succoth. 18, Jacob came in peace to the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Padan Aram, and encamped before the city. 19, about the parcel of ground where he had spread his tents at the hand of the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. 20, he erected an altar there and called it El